Don't know. Okay, so we'll start with the Rajadiraj. Oh, Bertley and Mark. Jai Guru, Bertley.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. And Mark. And Rick, Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, namaste.
Let's see. And Jai Guru, Mark, yeah. Let's see. So, in the order of the Rajadiraj, and let's see. So I'll go first, and then Love, Marcia, Stefan, Jasper, Grace, Luna, Maria, Ralph, Guillaume, Oscar, Mirelia, Bertley, Mark, yeah, and somebody else, I can't read my writing. Rick, yes. And at the end, if you want to join in, you can add Nav and Ganesh. And anyone else that wants to join at the end, the Rajadiraj, okay? So, Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Ramakant Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Siddhameshwar Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Bhausahib Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Shri Gurulingajangam Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Kasideshwar Maharaj Ki Jai. Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Bainas Maharaj Ki Jai.
Maria. Maria's. I can't hear Maria.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Ranjit Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Anjima Maharani Ki Jai.
And back to the beginning with Guillaume.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Ramakant Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj Ki Jai.
Mirelia.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Siddharamesh Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Bhausahib Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Gurulingajangam Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Anjima Maharani Ki Jai.
So who's left? There's so many that it's hard to keep up with the order.
This is Sharat Talwar. Sharat Talwar.
Yeah. Okay.
So who's going next? Anyone? The ones that came at the end.
Rajadiraj Sadguru Nath Shri Ramakant Maharaj Ki Jai.
Okay.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Shri Nisargadatta Maharaj Ki Jai.
Rajadiraj Sadgurunath Sri Siddharameshwar Maharaj Ki Jai.
Is that everyone? I think so. Okay. Jai Guru. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Now, Jasper, over to you.
Okay. Oscar, you're going to open with a bhajan.
Yes. Uta Sadguru Nisargadatta, Uta Sadguru Nisargadatta, Utire Gurunata, Aruna Prabhahi Pahapakali Uta Prabhuata Uta Prabhuata Uta Sadguru Nisargadatta Uta Sadguru Nisargadatta Utire Gurunata Aruna Pravahi Pahapakali Uta Prabhuata Uta Prabhuata Agyanacha Ganandakari Swahitala Chukalo Vishaya Bhoga Bhogita Shevati Hinadina Jalo Vishaya Bhoga Bhogita Shevati Hinadina Jalo Uta Sadguru Nisargadatta Uta Sadguru Nisargadatta Tire Gurunata Runa Prabhahi Pahapakali Uta Prabhuata Purva Punya Ushlata Lavale Tava Shubha Darshana Tava Shubha Darshana Tava Bodhani Nayani Padale Amruta Gyananjana Tava Bodhani Nayani Padale Amruta Gyananjana Uta Sadguru Nisargadatta Uta Sadguru Nisargadatta Tire Gurunata Aruna Pravahi Pahapakali Uta Prabhuata Tuva perile nama vijaje kani guru raya satejate ankurale netri vranti mitsaya satejate ankurale netri vranti mitsaya Uta Sadguru Nisargadatta Uta Sadguru Nisargadatta Utire Gurunata Aruna Pravahi Pahapakali Uta Prabhuata Uta Prabhuata
Very good. Thank you.
Jai Guru. Anjima, you're going to read now.
Yes, I'm going to read from Nisargadatta Maharaj's The Earliest Discourses. This one is from the 8th of May, 1955, called In This Body We Are Unknowable. By chanting the mantra and making the sense organs and organs of action humble, we should fix our attention on Paramatman. After realizing him, we come to know fully what we are in reality. This knowledge is very difficult to obtain. By using different methods, this knowledge was passed on to people in this fourth age of the world called the Age of Kali. In this age, the lifespan is short and the intellect is very fickle. Hence, in order to calm the intellect, mind, and organs, God has recommended chanting of mantra, singing of bhajans, and regular meditation. Self-realization is the highest achievement for human beings, and it is considered as the greatest religious merit. Before realization, man was satisfied with minor acquisitions like food, etc., which gave him joy. But the real bliss was experienced only after realization of the self. When we go closer to ourself, all our needs are over. The worldly troubles and displeasures cannot remain in the light of the inner bliss. After the appearance of our body, all our experiences are an illusion. The same Brahman is present in everybody. Our true nature is in the body, but it cannot be seen. It is not perceivable by senses, but it can see everything. Death doesn't mean destruction. It is the disappearance of the beingness of the ignorant. The importance of the chant of Jai Guru is such that if one utters it only once, but honestly, one becomes free of having a separate form. Brahman is the seed of all experiences. The jiva wrongly identifies with the form due to the dirt covering Atman. The company of sages removes this dirt. One who receives initiation from a guru and truly understands how fit the Atman is for worship and reverence, such a person is responsible for the renaissance of the whole world. Such a person who has purified his self is revered by even Bhagavan Krishna. We cannot even imagine how worthy this self is for reverence. Even gods like Brahma, Hari, and Hara have originated from that. We exist prior to all our experiences. We lack nothing by not experiencing anything. When do we experience nature? When we know we are. The difference of the individuality and the collective is only after the arising of I am. Have faith that no flaw can dirty the self. Remember your worthiness, that your Atman is the same which was worshipped by even Sri Krishna. Be sure that the self of God is the same as your own self. The infinite doesn't see any difference between the individual and the collective. Jai Guru. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you. Stefan, you're going to sing a bhajan.
तुझ्या योगे बहुधुख झाले जणू माय बाबे चिरसारी येले कुठे रे तुला संग पाहू समर्था निसर्गदाता मजवे ते हाता जरी सद्गुरु निर्गुणात्मरूपा मजा वरे रे तव व्याक्त रूपा निरापेक्ष तुझी खरा स्निधाता निसर्गदाता मजवे ते हाता निराकार निर्गुण ते तात्वमूल भक्तासा सकार ते ददृश स्थूल तुवा स्पष्ट केले खरी ज्ञान वार्ता निसर्गदाता मजवे ते हाता बहुबाध होतो जरी दोष राशी अजनन मनोहन मनोनी अपेशी तिदाले कृपादान तु दीननार्था निसर्गदाता मजवे ते हाता सत्संग आहे जरी अंतरंगा प्रियवा ततो रे तव शांत संगा शिवेना जिते घोर संसार चीता निसर्गदाता मजवेति हाता तुझियात वेती ओछा मूर्ती अदम्यतैसे तव दियुव स्फूर्ती उरेनाच शंका भय भ्रांती चिंता निसर्गदाता मजवेति हाता भक्ताची आधार तुनियात्व स्वामी प्रणाम सतंग गुरुपाद पादमी हृदय प्रकाशो विज्ञान साता निसर्गदाता मजवेति हाता जय जय कृपा कल्याण कामा जय जय तयारा निज शांति धामा गुरुदास विनवे तुझवानंता निसर्गदाता मजवेति हाता जय जय रघुवीर समर्था राजाधिराज गुरुनाथ श्री रमाकांत महाराज की जय राजाधिराज गुरुनाथ श्री निसर्गदत्त महाराज की जय राजाधिराज गुरुनाथ श्री सिद्धरामेश्वर महाराज की जय राजाधिराज गुरुनाथ श्री भाव साहिब महाराज की जय राजाधिराज गुरुनाथ श्री रंजीत महाराज की जय राजाधिराज गुरुनाथ श्री अंजिमा महारानी की जय जय गुरु
Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru. And we're going to share the lineage documentary section on Nisargadatta Maharaj now. So let's see.
Nisargadatta Maharaj, born Maruti Shivrampan, Kambli, 17th of April 1897 to the 8th of September 1981, was brought up alongside 6 siblings. In Kandalgaon, a small village in the Sindhudurga district of Maharashtra. His parents were religious. In 1915, after his father died, he moved to Mumbai, where he earned his living selling bidis, leaf-rolled cigarettes. The success of his business saw the expansion of several more shops. He married and had 3 daughters and 1 son. In 1933, he was introduced by a friend to his guru, Sri Sitarameshwar. His guru told him, "You are not what you take yourself to be." Sitarameshwar Maharaj initiated him into the Inchgiri Sampradaya with the sacred Nam Mantra. He diligently followed his master's instructions. After Sitarameshwar Maharaj's Mahasamadhi, Nisargadatta Maharaj left Mumbai for 8 months, determined to meditate, search and travel. When he returned, a profound change had taken place. He was no longer searching or restless, but instead he found himself in a state of total peace. In the spiritual classic I Am That, when a questioner asked the following, "Kindly tell us how you realized," Maharaj replied, I met my Guru when I was 34 and realized by 37. His book, I Am That, published in 1974, brought many visitors from around the world to listen to him. He gave discourses twice a day and sang bhajans 4 times a day. This daily routine continued right up until a few days before his Mahasamadhi, and that in spite of his throat cancer. Quotes from Nisargadatta Maharaj. When the sense of distinction and separation is absent, you may call it love. To remain in the waking state without thought is the greatest worship. Visit his birthplace in Kandalgaon, Kolhapur, his Mumbai house in Ketwadi Lane, and the Samadhi in Banganga cremation ground. Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru. Anji Ma, you're going to do the bhajan.
Yes. Niranjani Vani Dekili Migaya Tina Chichipaya Charamuka Sastratiche Nayana Navadiche Kana Satraviche Stana Ekashinga Aishikamadenu Vyasane Palili Shukane Valili Janakagari Tukamani Aise Bhaganarabete Abhagakarante Vayageli Deato Pandare Prema Pundalika Svabhava Samukha Chandrabhaga Vivekachi Vita Atma Pandre Rava Chetete Deva Tasavala Shamadaya Doni Rukmini Terai Doika Debai Upease Bhuteva Viragya Garudanumanta Karajoditete Pudeuba Tukamaniame Dekili Pandari Tukavili Peri Choriantichi Rajadira Sadgurunaz Sri Ramakant Maharaj Ki Jai Rajadira Sadgurunaz Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Grace, you're going to read now.
I'm going to read from Selfless Self, chapter 24. Stand on your own feet. Maharaj, when you meet a realized master who will confirm what you have already read in books and tell you that the entire world is illusion, he will prove this to you by placing the evidence before you. There are two kinds of awakening, physical and spiritual. The physical wake up is when the spirit clicks with the body and you see the world. The spiritual wake up means that from the beginning you have been under the influence of the illusionary world. You believed in a concept of God as some kind of supernatural power who governed the world. Who is God? What is God? You don't know. You have some idea of God as somebody who is controlling the entire world, punishing the bad and blessing the good. There is no harm in this, except that you don't know who you are, you don't know what God is. You are living your life under this influence, sometimes peaceful, sometimes depressed. You don't really know what is going on. As soon as you come across a realized master, he will enlighten you, saying, you are living in an illusory world. The body is not your identity. You are different from all this. You are the master of masters. You are the father of this world. You are the father of God. God is your reflection. You do not know your existence, which has tremendous power. You are unaware of your reality, and so you are neglecting your spontaneous existence. You are living under illusionary forces, illusionary influences as a depressed person or an unhappy person who is always struggling, trying to find happiness, peace, a life without fear. When you meet a realized master, he hammers you with reality, telling you again and again that you are nothing to do with all this illusion because you are unborn. You are mirroring yourself in the body form, and that is illusion. You are not the body, you were not the body, and you are not going to remain the body. The body is the medium through which you can know yourself. Without the body, there can be no awakening. Without the body, there is no existence, and therefore you cannot know yourself. The combination of the body and spirit, or presence, call it what you wish, is the catalyst. You are not the body at all, open fact. This reality has to be engraved. This conviction is supposed to be there. When this spontaneous conviction arises, you will know that your identity is invisible, anonymous identity, and any fear that was there will vanish. There will be no fear of death because you will know that you are unborn, just like the sky. Sky has no feeling, no brother, no sister. Who is God, the master, the disciple? Who is the husband, the wife? All relations are body-based, body-related. Questioner. So what you are talking about? Here is the second wake up. Maharaj, these are just words I'm using to communicate. Don't take them literally. There is, in fact, no first or second wake up. The second wake up gives you knowledge. The first wake up does not exist. The first wake up is connected with body knowledge. The second one is connected with spiritual life. Questioner. Can we say that prior to meeting a master, we were under the impressions of the illusionary world? Maharaj, these are the concepts. When you visit the master, awakening happens. This awakening takes place because you are receiving knowledge and are being given sight through which you can see the world. In the light of this knowledge, you can see yourself. Yes, I am not the body. The body is just a material body that goes through a process of child, young man, old man, finish. If I am not the body, then I am unborn. All this fear of death and birth is connected to the body only, just like your external clothes. If anything goes wrong with them, you throw them away. Siddharameshwar Maharaj used to see the body is your external part, like a dagla, a large outer thick woolen protective coat. The body is a dagla. Knowledge is within you, like fire that has been covered with ash, covered with concepts. Keep the flame burning, the spiritual fire. The Nam mantra will remove these concepts so that the fire can burn brightly. Be strong and take courage. You have a lot of inner strength, but you are still considering yourself to be impaired, disabled, needing help. You can walk on your own 2 feet, stand on your own 2 feet. You must get rid of this habit of always feeling dependent and constantly looking for assistance out there and relying on concepts of God, Atman, Brahman. Questioner. Nisargadatta Maharaj said, know the force as force and then knowledge will come through. Maharaj, I will tell you about this subject. One night, King Janaka had a bad dream. He was tossing and turning. He was a great king, but this night he dreamed he was a beggar in the forest. When he awoke, he was very confused. This dream puzzled him greatly. What did it mean? He wanted to know. What is the truth? Who am I? Am I a king in this palace ruling this kingdom, or am I this beggar lost and starving in the forest? He wanted to find out. So he invited all the scholars from near and far. The king wanted answers to these questions, so he made an announcement. Whoever can answer these questions satisfactorily will be rewarded with my kingdom. He asked, is this true or is that true? The dream state or the waking state? Nobody could come up with an answer. Eventually, one youth arrived at the great hall after getting past the guards who were blocking him. This young man had multiple deformed joints, and because of this, he was named Ashtavakra, 8 bands. I want to give a reply to this question, he shouted. When the stalwarts of the royal palace saw him, these wise men began to laugh and make derisory jokes about his deformities. King Janaka told him to come forward and speak. Ashtavakra started to laugh as well as he looked around the assembly and said, Oh, King Nakara, oh, King Janaka, these are all cobblers. I thought I was in the company of the wise men, but now I realize that they only see the outside of me, the skin. The king asked him, Am I a beggar or a king? Ashtavakra replied, Neither is true. They are both illusion. If this is true or that is true, then this is also false or that is also false. A beggar or a king, which is the truth? Is suffering truth or non-suffering truth? It is an interesting question. Ask yourself these questions. Self-inquire. Use discrimination. Stay with the seer. Prior to beingness, you were unknown to you. When you started seeing, when you came cross with the body, you started suffering. People are suffering, bad situations, good situations. Without your presence, you cannot view this world. Indirectly or directly, the entire world is your spontaneous projection. That which has seen the force is not false. And for that, all this spiritual knowledge is necessary. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru, thank you. I'm going to sing a bhajan now. Madho Parameshwara Guru Jana Bidadiru Vadu Bhajana Bidadiru Vadu Bhajana Nodo Ninolo Nijakuna Purnai Kyadanyana Nyana Purnai Kyadanyana Madho Aparupada Naratanu Vidunodo Shadagarada Pado Shadagarada Pado Apahasyavamata Deni Kudo Ganachin Maya Gudo Gudo Ganachin Maya Gudo Mado Agni Chakrata Paliyali Eradu Kamaladali Pranya Jagi Jagi Suva Bela Kali Tilani Nola Gili Tilani Nola Gili Mado Melina Standa Sahasrahara Guru Tatvara Pura Guru Tatvada Pura Pela Lala Valada Sukasara Shankara Pada Vivara Bhima Shankara Pada Vivara Madho Parameshwara Guru Jana Bidati Vadu Bhajana Bidati Vadu Bhajana Nodo ni nolo ni jakuna Purnai kyadanyana Nyana Purnai kyadanyana Madho Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Amrita, you're going to read now.
After reading all these spiritual books, where do you stand? There must be a conclusion. What conclusion have you reached after reading so many books? You have read endless books, but have you read the reader, the invisible reader that is within you? You are not to be found in books because everything is within you. The principle of spirituality states that God is not separate from you. God does not have an independent identity. If your presence were not there, who can identify God? To say God, your presence is needed. This means that you are the Father of God and the Mother of God. You may be surprised at what you are hearing just now, but these are the facts. If there is no seer, if there is no presence in the body, who is going to identify God? God is the supernatural power is already within you, but you're counting yourself as the body form, and that is an illusion. What is the message given by various masters through their spiritual statements? And where do you stand with regard in their message? Is it most important that you know, question yourself, and find the answer from within? Through meditation, you will prompt selfless self to dialogue within you and answer all of your questions. In the beginning, the practice must be a deliberate act. Keep it up until there is spontaneous conviction. Then everything will be easy and unfold naturally and spontaneously. Where do you stand in the light of all your knowledge? This is a question, who am I? After finding out who am I, that I am, will also disappear. This is the purpose of spirituality. Janeshwar says, I'm going down prior to, where nothing was, through which speech, language, and words are appearing. 4 stages are involved in the process of speaking: Para, Pashayanti, Madhyama, and Vaikhari. Para means the thoughts, the subtle thoughts. Pashayanti means the experience of the thoughts. Madhyama means coming from the mouth instantly. First of all, the thoughts are appearing without your knowledge. Then at the second stage, you experience the thought. Then it moves to the neck and then it comes out. This is a spiritual process. There is no need to give it much attention. It means that through which you are talking, through which you are listening, that invisible presence is called Brahman. When you're trying to identify Brahman, the identifier will eventually disappear. There will not be anything remaining. That you are. Where everything ends, there you are. That conviction will appear with meditation. Meditation means full involvement, complete devotion is required. There must be commitment. You must be driven, burning to know who am I. You can find out where you stand through meditation. You cannot know yourself through books. Force yourself to talk. You have knowledge, but if you just keep reading and reading, you will never reach a conclusion. What is the message given by the various masters through their spiritual statements? And where do you stand with regard to their message? It is most important that you know. When you return home, carry on with this practice, with complete devotion. Yes, my master says, I'm Brahman, therefore I'm Brahman. End of the story. Game over. The conviction will come. There are no rules to follow, no expenses, no restrictions or existence. Just try to identify yourself, and then you will stay firm in the perfection of your identity. That is the purpose of spirituality. Identify yourself, convince yourself, and know where you stand. To carry on talking for hours will make it all meaningless. The principle is very simple. The entire world is projected out of your invisible presence, that you are. The body is not your identity at all. Be with you all the time. Recite the mantra given to you by your master. Meditation will lead you to your inner master. It will bring you to your inner listener. Jai Guru.
Thank you.
Jai Guru. Luna, you're going to sing a bhajan.
Vaya sangumya samarta chitori, vajakasi apanai sakari, Sadguru Raja Tanmaya Chatrapati, Majakaruni Seve Adhipati, Soham Shabda Sanada Dev Nihati, Soham Shabda Sanada Dev Nihati, Shirihata Vila Mudram Kita, O Kaya Sangumya Samarta Chitori, Vajakasi Apana Sakari, Ahamkara Che Durga Varile, Dayavari Majala Pathavile, Purvadvari Trikuta Dekhiyele, Purvadvari Trikuta Dekhiyele, Raja Drushti Brahmaya Sijinkele, O Kaya Sangumya Samarta Chitori, Vajakasi Apana Sakari, Tethunurtva Panha Paschimar Pahe, Sattva Guni Shrihati Vishnu Ahe, Taya balango nivaruta jaye. Taya balango nivaruta jaye. Tamago hatirudha disatahe. O kaya sangumya samarta chitori. Vajakasya pana sakari. Jnana shastra geuni yatihati. Keletamo agnana chishanti. Punyagiri tituni dekhe podati. Punyagiri tituni dekhe podati. Shodhadisha Vishnamurti. O kaya sangumya samarta chitori. Vajakasya panai sakari. O Varaho Nitaya Girivari, Dekhe Brahmargum Pada Gada Ovri, Autapitha Varuti Shobhebari, Autapitha Varuti Shobhebari, Paramananda Hitaya Gari, O Kaya Sangumya Samarta Chitori, Vajakasya pana sakari, Buddha Baliya praveshalo tetha, Ahamkara zalavatahata, Vijayadumpi Vijayavati anuhata, Vijayadumpi Vijayavati anuhata, Brahmadrustita Pavlonich Vishranta, O Kaya Sangumya Samarta Chitori, Vajakasya Panai Sakari, Bhakti Nishana Chanda Vilevari, Deka Brahma Basata Charachari, Ramaname Kajati Jai Jaikari, Ramaname Gachati Jai Jaikari, Dasapana Naurite Theori, O Kaya Sangumya Samarta Chitori, Vajakasya Panai Sakari. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru. Maria, you're going to... sorry, Marcia, you're going to read.
Yes, from Timeless Years, and it's the 10-point summary in the 2013 section. You are not the body. You are not the body. You are not going to remain the body. There's nothing but selfless self. No God, no Atman, no Paramatman. You are that. Your presence is spontaneous, and the world is the spontaneous projection of your spontaneous presence. Your identity is an invisible, anonymous, unidentified identity. You are prior to beingness, meaning the stateless state, where there is no language, no concepts, no body, no knowledge, no nothing. You are like the sky. Everything is an illusion. To erase the ego, we need to listen, hear the knowledge, recite the Nam mantra, and sing the bhajans. Listening to the master. He is sharing knowledge of our reality, which needs to be absorbed. Spirit does not know itself, but it can through the body form. The fear of death disappears when you know that you are unborn. Suffering disappears when the illusory I dissolves. After liberation, there is complete happiness without any material cause. Devotion continues. And another excerpt, and it starts with a question, where is this God? Maharaj, to say God, to say something, your presence is needed. If your presence is not there, how can you see the gods and the goddesses? Behind everything lies your spontaneous, invisible presence. We call that Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, God, Master, any word you wish. Therefore, Nisargadatta Maharaj said, except your selfless self, there is no God, no Brahman, no Atman, no Paramatman, no Master. Reality is beyond the imagination, beyond the intellect. Final truth, ultimate truth, exceptional truth, you may use any word. Language, words are only a medium. Questioner for communication. Maharaj, we have given birth to the words, created an alphabet, and given them meanings. Therefore, literal knowledge is not sufficient. A few words, questioner says. Maharaj, contained in all these words, some indications give messages. We have invented the alphabet and given meaning to the words. See, this spirit is in the body form for the communication of thoughts. We are using some words for conversation. So the principle of spirituality is that one must know oneself in a real sense. I am totally unborn, in quotes. Then only will you become fearless. Why should I fear? There is no coming and no going. Does the sky come and go? Welcome the sky. Welcome the sky. We are constructing all the walls, the divisions, these walls, those walls, yet the sky is there. And when the walls collapse, does the sky go anywhere? Convince yourself in this way. The master key has been given to you. Now you have to operate it. This is the listener's truth. This is the listener's truth. The invisible, anonymous listener. Who sees through these eyes, listens through these ears, tastes with this tongue. Spirit makes all these organs active. If the spirit is not there, you cannot see through these eyes. You cannot smell, taste. Okay? In the evening, we discuss Maharaj's method of teaching and its simplicity, which leave little room for the mind. We loved the last talk, so fresh and logical, powerful and efficient. His emphasis on the Nam mantra and the cleaning process is another win-win that works perfectly in tandem with the discourses. We notice that now we can absorb the knowledge more because the Nam is clearing out all the clutter and baggage we were carrying around that was in the way. We also love his emphasis on language and those frequent cautionary notes, such as don't take my words literally, and there was no language prior to beingness. He is completely intolerant of concepts. This suits us, as so much time can be lost on intellectual discussion and debate. He often reiterates, this is not a debate. You are to accept what the master says, not dissect it. The teachings are strict. It is like walking a tightrope. If we falter and allow the concepts to enter, Maharaj acts as a safety net and catches us. He quickly and easily reinstates us back into the stateless state of prior to beingness, asking where this or that particular concept was then. He is a wonderful teacher, as he never lets us get away with anything. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru. Grace, you're going to sing a bhajan.
Kaya Sangumi Yasanta Upakara. Kaya Sangumi Yasanta Upakara. Majani Rantara, Majani Rantara, Majani Rantara Jagavichi. Sahaja Bala Nehita Upadesha. Sahaja Bola Nehita Upadesha. Karuni Sanyasa, Karuni Sanyasa, Karuni Sanyasa Shikavichi. Kaya Dyavidya Savavi Utarai. Kaya Dyavidya Savavi Utarai. Tevitahi Bai, Tevitahi Bai, Tevitaha Bai Jivatuja. Tukamani Vasajenu Vichajiji. Tukamani Vasajenu Vichajiji. Tesamajayeti, 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 Shambhaliti. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru. Maria, you're going to read.
Yes. Is this body honest? Many great men, rishis, and gurus lived on this earth, but could they make any changes in the consciousness? They could not, as they themselves became one with it. Can a part of a river change the rest of the river? The appearance of consciousness is spontaneous, and whatever happens is only after that. No one has done anything to create the consciousness or to bring it from somewhere. That is the reason why no one has any control over it. It is said that God incarnates in order to destroy evil. It appears to be a pre-planned affair, which is not so. It is all spontaneous, just as the rainy season follows hot summer. When evil crosses its limits, the time is ripe for the arrival of good. All accept the hearsay knowledge as true for all practical purposes. Rarely do we come across people who are not satisfied until they go deeper to find the truth. They cannot rest until they go to the root of the matter and get lasting contentment. The various names of gods are given to consciousness as per its function. Without consciousness, where are your gods and goddesses? When consciousness is one, why should there be many gods? When all weekdays are due to the sun, all days should only be Sundays. But this is all a play of concepts. As you are a human being with intelligence, it is not important to find out how this consciousness which was absent, suddenly made its appearance? There was a time 100 years ago when you existed but without I am. Now you know you are. How did this change take place? This is the main question, which demands your immediate attention, unlike all other irrelevant questions. Your consciousness is the god of knowledge or Janeshvara, due to which all your senses function. It is light you are able to see. Noun can subjugate Parabrahman, which is at the root of all existence. No worldly tools or concepts can be helpful to reach it. In the absence of true knowledge about yourself and without proper guidance, you remain happy in the grip of concepts. It is all entertainment and passing your valuable time. The people are mostly satisfied with whatever spiritual understanding they have managed to get. Occasionally, certain doubts crop up, which do not get any solution since proper guidance is rare to find. Those who are full of desires, how can they liberate you? In this world, no experience is lasting and real. There is no honesty in it. What you believe yourself to be changes, what you believe yourself to be changes with time and cannot be honest. This also applies to all our activities. How can the dishonest nature behave honestly? Even to consider oneself as a man or a woman is unjust and false. This identity depends on the body, which is dishonest. Can you point out even a single thing which is changeless? For a sage, all the beliefs of this world are time-bound and unreliable. One who does not change with time is a sage. At the root of all existence is our sense of being, which itself is unfaithful. Is your consciousness reliable? If not, how can the world which appears because of it be reliable? Can you do anything permanent with your temporary and unreliable existence? In spite of all this, your consciousness is God. That is the great instrument you have, which can be helpful in having direct knowledge. With every human form, there is a beginning of knowingness and also an end. Hence, every human being begins life in ignorance about the self. This is a general rule for all, including sages. Thus, every life begins with the question, what am I? If you donate anything and cannot forget it, it is a tamas quality, which indicates darkness. It is an obstacle in your progress towards self-realization. All your pious actions should be forgotten as easily as you forget how many times you went to the toilet. Krishna says, "For coming closer to me, the company of a sage is more helpful than any other spiritual practice. That holy company dissolves all your ignorance and even all knowledge, including the self-consciousness. The disciple of a sage becomes one with Krishna, where even I am Brahman dissolves. It is one's greatest achievement to be in the company of a sage. You must chant Jaya Guru again and again, so that the secret of your being will be revealed to you. Then your sense of being will be separated, leaving alone your true being. It is self, there is neither the sense or being nor non-being. This is the changeless state of a sage. To realize it, you must have clear knowledge of that due to which you enjoy or suffer. You are full of worries, but its cause is not everlasting. If you want to do anything for yourself, how can you rely on others? There is no honesty in anything or anybody. The truth, which is everlasting, is destined to become known to the earnest seekers. It needs no publicity. Hence, a sage quietly remains in a remote place. Have full faith in the Guru and never get disturbed. Then that which is beyond all words and their meaning will get subdued. Listen to this and remember it always. You are fortunate to hear all this. Do all your duties truthfully without getting disgusted. Do not mistake disgust for true renunciation. The faith in God gives you courage. Once you succeed in knowing what Isvara is, he will serve you in all possible ways. Continue chanting the mantra as long as possible. Always remember that your consciousness is the feet of the Guru and your best friend. Remembering these words, sit quietly wherever you are. One who realizes one's unity with the entire existence is always fully protected. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru. We're going to share a bhajan sung by Sri Ramakant Maharaj now.
Do 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 re Guru Nathan Sadguru Nisargadatta do re Guru Nathan Sadguru Nisargadatta शोभे पाळणा zo 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 re Guru Natha Sadguru Nisargadatta Kaisi Sukha Nidraina Jagata Sadguru Rana Jai Reata Sukha Shayana Gato Sumadura Gana zo 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 re Guru Natha Sadguru Nisargadatta Jnana bodhacha tuja dhyasa Nija swarupi vishwasa Vinami re tujala Guru Dasa Charani de chiravasa zo 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 re Guru Natha Sadguru Nisargadatta.
Very good, thank you. Nice.
Morelia, you're going to sing a bhajan now.
Narayana 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 Belagaitu 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 Yelu Narayana, Yelu Lakshmirana, Yelu Shri Girivasi Santa Kesha. Kasidagalu Kavadi Yalitumbi, Le Sekia Maseru Bene, Yano Kadedu. Seshayana Yelu Sadumara Matavamadi. Deixar quem pai tu eluaire. Aralumaringeja li pramada Pashinovanu Surutandirale sujenarela. Aravindalochana Shri Gopa Krishna Yela Yelu Ningestu Nindra. Desaralu bandu duri dashana kundu le seguita la danti degli appididu. Adi che savana ma Vishnu manas marari udaya dalle dupu padutaire. Yelu Narayana, Yelu Lakshmirana, Yelu Shishiyanta Kesha. Yelu Magyani Shiva Yogi Munishvara. Talamundagara Brahmad Goshavanu Elu Magyani Shiva Yogi Munishvara. Samagayana Vidonashvami Shri Prabhu Maya Kama Samara Bhakta Premidayalu. Elu Magyani Shiva Yogi Munishvara. Linganga Samarasa da Sanchita Duva Sangha Sarasa Melalinga Darshina Noda Elumanyani Shiva Yogi Munishvara Mantra Shakti Yaru Mana Mantra Murtigalu Bandhu Nintu Manatte Saneptendu Paduvaro Elumanyani Shiva Yogi Munishvara
Thank you, thank you.
Jai Guru. Oscar, you're going to read.
Oh, yes. Well, this was a question regarding the war of division between Bangladesh and India that happened in 1971. It was a very brutal war. No, nobody's sure of the death toll. No, around 3 million, I think. So the questioner, there is suffering and bloodshed in East Pakistan, Bangladesh, at the present moment. How do you look at it? How does it appear to you? How do you react to it? Maharaj, in pure consciousness, nothing ever happens. Questioner, please come down from these metaphysical heights. Of what use is it to a suffering man to be told that nobody is aware of his own suffering but himself? To relegate everything to illusion is insult added to injury. The Bengali of East Pakistan is a fact, and his suffering is a fact. Please do not analyze them out of existence. You are reading newspapers. You hear people talking about it. You cannot plead ignorance. Now, what is your attitude to what is happening? Maharaj, no attitude. Nothing is happening. Questioner, any day there may be a riot right in front of you, perhaps people killing each other. Surely you cannot say nothing is happening and remain aloof. Maharaj, I never talk of remaining aloof. You could as well see me jumping into the fray to save somebody and getting killed. Yet, to me, nothing happened. Imagine a big building collapsing. Some rooms are in ruins, some are intact. But can you speak of the space as ruined or intact? It is only the structure that suffers and the people who happen to live in it. Nothing happened to space itself. Similarly, nothing happens to life when forms break down and names are wiped out. The goldsmith melts down old ornaments into new. Sometimes a good piece goes with the bad. He takes it in his stride, for he knows that no gold is lost. Questioner, it is not death that I rebel against. It is the manner of dying. Maharaj, death is natural. The manner of dying is man-made. Separateness causes fear and aggression, which again cause violence. Do away with man-made separations and all this horror and people killing each other will surely end. But in reality, there is no killing and no dying. The real does not die. The unreal never lived. Set your mind right and all will be right. When you know that the world is one, that humanity is one, you will act accordingly. But first of all, you must attend to the way you feel, think, and live. Unless there is order in yourself, there can be no order in the world. In reality, nothing happens. Onto the screen of the mind, destiny forever projects its pictures, memories of former projections, and thus illusions constantly renews itself. The pictures come and go. Light intercepted by ignorance. See the light and disregard the picture. Questioner, what a callous way of looking at things. People are killing and getting killed, and here you talk of pictures. Maharaj, by all means, go and kill yourself if that is what you think you should do, or even go and kill if you take it to be your duty. But that is not the way to end the evil. Evil is the stench of a mind that is diseased. Heal your mind, and it will cease to project distorted, ugly pictures. Questioner, what you say and I understand, but emotionally I cannot accept it. This merely idealistic way of life repels to me deeply. I just cannot think myself to be permanently in a state of dream. Maharaj, how can you be permanently in a state caused by an impermanent body? The misunderstanding is based on your idea that you are the body. Examine that idea. See its inherent contradictions. Realize that your present existence is like a shower of sparks, each spark lasting a second and the shower itself a minute or two. Surely a thing of which the beginning is the end can have no middle. Respect your terms. Reality cannot be momentary. It is timeless, but timelessness is not duration. Very clear, Nisargadatta.
I agree, thank you.
Maria, you're going to sing a bhajan.
Yes. Dea prasange jivat bale, sansara sange bauklesha zale, kalena pudekaya kaise karabe, nisargadatta tuja tabave, dana putra darava utyupadi, mamatva yoge galafa sabandi. Babasa garigora kaise tarabe, nisargadatta tuya tababe. Aoba gyamatse sahasaudele, tabadarshanane samadana zale. Guru chintani chita taramave, nisargadatta tuya tababe. Kanata Garjeta Vana Mamatra Divyadi Vanitaracates Vatrantra Tayasi Sadatma Yoges Marave Nisargadatta Tuya Tabave Apurva Vate Tutsisnea Vani Prabhavita Shire Drudavo Davani Rupene tutsia chita eshudabave, nisargadatta tuya tabave, tava mantra matra babarogari, srata vale kleshasare nivari, tene mananitya santoshavave, nisargadatta tuya tabave. Tu babo dile drushya sare anitya, swapna yashimo abranti asatya, viveka vairagya maya etasave, nisargadatta tuya tabave, krupa drushtine jnana ajnana nasha, svarupa vijnana sakshat prakasha, Gurudas Prartiniya Bhakti Bhave Nisargadatta Tuya Tabave. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Am I
Jai Guru.
audible?
Sorry?
I'm audible, right? Okay.
Yes. Ken, you're going to read. Yes, thank you.
So this is from the Nectar of Self-Joy. If the intelligence loses the desire or lust of the body, the feeling of the body, then all the rituals to enlighten the intelligence automatically become empty. This is because intelligence is enlightened by the self-vision. So it's a short one, that's it.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Marcia, you're going to sing a bhajan.
Yes. Baile pata Srimuka, Baile pata Srimuka, Tanhada Pali Buka, Tanhada Pali Buka, Papa Dole Bari, Papa Dole Bari, Murtasabali Gojiri, Murtasabali Gojiri, Ravishashi Jai Chakala, Ravishashi Jai Chakala, Dramadana Chaputala, Dramadana Chaputala, Tukamane Varnukaya, Tukamane Varnukaya, Yetu alaya balaya, yetu alaya balaya, Pamasavya do in kare, Pamasavya do in kare, Disa deva che rupade, Disa deva che rupade, Kalipahe atvavari, Kalipahe atvavari, Jikade pave, Tikade hare, Jikade pave, Tikade hare, Dolizanko niya pahe, Dolizanko niya pahe, Purego palubahe, Purigo Paubahe, Anurenu Chakrapani, Anurenu Chakrapani, Kunizali Rasi Jani, Kunizali Rasi Jani, Auharbare Pataka, Ramanama Geta Eka, Ramanama Geta Eka, Namageta Tatakshani, Namageta Tatakshani, Chitate Valile Kani, Chitate Valile Kani, Gani Puja Cha Sambara, Gani Puja Cha Sambara, Brahmayeta Se Samora, Brahmayeta Se Samora, Namamane Jare Lake, Namamane Jare Lake, Tariche Dave Mastaka, Tariche Dave Mastaka, Tilebre Anduni Gara, Tilebre Anduni Gara, Antira Hevishwambara, Antira Hevishwambara, Tilietuke bindule, tilietuke bindule, tine tribuvana kondatale, tintruvana kondatale, harihara chamurati, harihara chamurati, bindulayate yete jati, bindulayate yete jati, tukamane bindule, tine truvana kondatale, tintruvana kondatale. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Rick, you're going to read.
Namaste greets to the inner master in you, Jai Guru. Spontaneous selection from Consciousness and the Absolute, the final talks of Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. The sum total of my spirituality now is nothing. Even that word nothing is not there, so there is no spirituality left. What is pervading and prevailing is without concept or quality. What remains is talking to you now. Listen to what I am saying, but do not expect to benefit in any way by what you hear, because to benefit there must be an entity, and there is no entity. When you come here, you have certain expectations, certain aspirations, but after listening to my talks, you lose all that. There is no way for you to forget these sentences because they lead you to yourself. What you hear, you will not forget when you leave. Abide in this state of shade, in the self, in the consciousness that you are, even when you go out. Here there is no room for the intellect to play about. Since you do not identify yourself with any form, mind has no avenue for any propagation. The mind subsides in the consciousness. You can never isolate yourself from the consciousness unless consciousness is pleased with you and gets rid of you. Consciousness opens the gate for you to transcend consciousness. Whatever you say that you know and feel is consciousness only. The Absolute is beyond this. To a jnani, consciousness has not happened at all. If the consciousness tries to understand itself, it gets stabilized in due course in the absolute. And when the consciousness gets stabilized in the absolute, it knows it is like a ghost. It is not real. It is not palpable. When the body, the mind, the vital breath drop off, nothing happens. Only I, the absolute, prevail always. No knowledge is called for you to understand this truth, because that knowledge is innate. What you have learned here will be your guide. The sprouting will take place. When you are very quiet, you have arrived at the basis of everything. That is the deep, dark blue state in which there are millions of stars and planets. When you are in that state, you have no awareness of your existence. The absolute alone prevails. There is nothing but the absolute. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Thank you.
Jai Guru. Now going to share a slideshow of Nisargadatta Maharaj, kindly created and shared by devotee Raf.
Sadguru Vachanatu Hridayi Dhari Maga Sadguru Vachanatu Hridayi Dhari Maga Siddharama Guru Krupa Kari Baga Maga Siddharama Guru Krupa Kari Baga Maga Sadguru Vachanatu Hridayi Dhari Asuni videhi Jhalasi Brahmamaya Asuni videhi Jhalasi Brahmamaya Deha tujhe tu manasi bandhana Deha tujhe tu manasi bandhana Nisargadatta de sangi guja tuja Nisargadatta de sangi guja tuja Dhyani dhari tu visaru nako kadi maga Dhyani dhari tu visaru nako kadi maga Sadguru Vachanatu Hridayi Dhari Maga Siddharama Guru Krupa Kari Baga Maga Siddharama Guru Krupa Kari Baga Maga Sadguru Vachanatu Hridayi Nurali Chinta Bhava Bhaya Bhiti Nurali Chinta Bhava Bhaya Bhiti Nurali Chinta Bhava Bhaya सद्गुरु चरणा धरी दृढ चित्ती सद्गुरु चरणा धरी दृढ चित्ती एक तत्त्वदे नाम जपी मग एक तत्त्वदे नाम जपी मग.
Very good, thank you.
Jai Guru. Stefan, you're going to read now.
I'm going to read from the Self-Love. Thursday, 29 June, 1978. Know the movement of time well in advance. Paramatman is the only one who knows time completely. When you say that the infant is born, that is the beginning of time. It's the birth of time and not of the infant. Without understanding this, one believes in his or her birth. Only Paramatman is timeless and others are in time. One has to suffer from not knowing one's timeless nature. The names differ with the bodies, and they last for a certain duration. All names are the names of time. For the realized, the movement of time is the same as that of the hands of clock. For him, the time ends. The ignorant lives at the body and suffers with time. Remember what you listen to hear and meditate on it. Other spiritual practices are unnecessary. We can talk about meditation only when there is consciousness. When consciousness gives attention to itself, that is meditation. Due to mental modifications, the attention goes outwards. Hence, the seeker has to spare time specifically for meditation. When consciousness does not go outwards, there is effortless meditation round the clock. The attention does not separate from consciousness, and both become one in meditation. Body begins at a certain point and ends after a certain time. In the womb, consciousness is dormant. 3 to 5 years after delivery, the content of the womb, which is called as a child, develops the sense of being. In deep sleep, Lord Vishnu is unaware of his existence as Vishnu. This is the nature of time. The existence in deep sleep is similar to that in the womb, when there is no experience of time. Womb means dormant consciousness, when one is not aware of his or her body. When body is out of womb, in due course, walking begins, which indicates the movement of time. The sense of being that is initially dormant slowly improves and starts recognizing the mother. The infant starts recognizing its mother. It listens to her voice. All this is the movement of time. The growth of infant is growth of time. In the womb there is support, but not outside it. Hence, the child starts taking support of its body, which is the beginning of body identity. The content of the womb is our sense of being, which is initially dormant. Can a human grow with the help of intellect? Our growth is the function of time. There is strength of weakness as per the time. Hence you must know the movement of time well in advance. All your talks is a form of time. The knower of time has no birth and no death. Beyond being, there is no sense of being. That is, there is absence of both I am and I'm not. With time comes the skill, which means knowledge. All this is in the field of time and time bound. The duration of experience of time is one's lifespan or age. The sense of being that you have now is the nature of time. You are the substratum of time. The knower of time is not in the field of time. The creator of time is nameless. If at all a name is needed, call it Paramatman or Parabrahman. Time shows you the movie or the movement of time. Your birth is also shown there. The content of the womb came out along with consciousness and started moving in time. There were people who had knowledge of past, present, and future. They are present even now, but who is the real knower of time? When it's said Paramatman is the knower of time, the listeners that say they have understood it. But who is the knower or the knower of time? That which is beyond time is also without birth. That is not born to the body, to the food juices or the five elements. One who knows that he or she is not content of whom is a Jayanti. Your birth has taken place without your knowledge. Your knowingness has begun a few years after your birth. Your actions and behaviors during the waking state is determined during your deep sleep. Your skill, intelligence, and wisdom after waking are also decided by time. All things happen as predetermined. In order to understand the secret of all this without asking anyone, be one with your consciousness in meditation. Time is the son of world, the son of universe, and the son of self. Without any external help, what you are in the sun of consciousness. The sun indicates time and all names are of your consciousness. Consciousness, self-love are the names of your eye taste or eye memory. You should worship your news. I am as the guru. All your activities other than meditation on self will vanish with time. If you know this consciousness, which is the knower of time, time will serve you. Make a resolution that you will utilize your time to worship consciousness, and you will see for yourself how you live longer. You are given more life for doing that, irrespective of the opinion of your doctor. But remember not to waste that extra life for living in luxury. It's not possible to cheat Paramatma. Such cheating causes accidental death. Due to the various attractions in this world, the individual soul cannot understand the spiritual knowledge till its end. Paramatma needs conviction. Paramatma needs no conviction, as he is witness. You must remember whom to worship and why. Live with that memory. Do not forget that the knower of I am is Gurudev. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Thank you.
Jai Guru. Ken, you're going to sing a bhajan.
Yes. Krupalu Sajanam Tumi Santajanam Krupalu Sajanam Tumi Santajanam Evde Krupadanam Dyave Madzam Atavana Tumim Dyavi Panduranga Atavana Tumim Dyavi Panduranga Devamazi Sanga Kakulati Atavana Tumim Dyavi Panduranga Atavana Tumim Dyavi Panduranga Anyaya pradim patitagalam Anyaya pradim patitagalam Paripaya vegalam nakateo matavana tumi Dyavipandurangam Atavanatumim Dyavipandurangam Tukamane tumim niravilya varim Tukamane tumim niravilya varim Magamadzaharim Upekshinam Atavana tumim Dyavipandurangam Atavana tumi Dyavipandurangam Devamazi Sangam Kakulati Matavana Tumim Dyavipandurangam Atavana Tumim Dyavipandurangam Rajaraj Sadgurnath Sri Siddharameshwar Maharaj Ki Jai.
Very good, thank you.
Jai Guru, I'm going to read now. Selfless Self, Chapter 154, Conviction. Maharaj, my dear devotee, you are a God, for whom there is no death, no birth, no coming, no going. Questioner, that is so uplifting. I want that conviction. Perhaps conviction gets easier as you get older. At some level, one knows there is no death, but when the body becomes sick, panic sets in. Maharaj, this particular problem is bound to arise, considering the nature of the material body. Once you have the knowledge of reality, any illness will be bearable. You will get courage to stay detached and disinterested in what is going on with the body. Why? Because prior to beingness, there was no illness for the invisible identity. After beingness, all these problems with illness, psychological, physical, mental illness, and so many other things like unhappiness, depression started. As you know, all of this started because of the body knowledge. If you're cognizant of your ultimate truth, you will say, I am not concerned with this illness. Even if there is sickness, that ill feeling will be tolerable, because you know perfection. Saintly people are one with ultimate truth. They are not therefore paying so much attention to illness. Questioner, there is detachment. Maharaj, no attachment at all. Saint Kabir was sitting for meditation when a dog wandered up to him and started chewing at his leg. He was unaware. Some passers-by said, "Oh, look at the blood flowing." Kabir replied, "Let the dog carry on. I am not concerned with the body. I am not bothered." This is what happens when you are absorbed in the ultimate. When you are absorbed in the ultimate, nothing can disturb you. I will give you another example. Nisargadatta Maharaj's wife had just died. Shortly after, a guru brother, Ganapatrao Maharaj, had come from afar and wished to speak with him on a point of teaching. After they had finished talking for an hour or so, he told him, "Oh, my wife has died." Such courage in very difficult circumstances is a sign of true conviction. Whatever the difficulty, whatever the circumstances, there is always spontaneous peace. You are not expecting anything from anyone. That is the quality, the importance of this knowledge. When you have the conviction, you are no longer concerned with the body. Then all these problems will subside. Their severity will be reduced. Prior to concentration, prior to conviction, we paid so much attention to the body. We are moaning, complaining, saying, "Oh, this pain, that pain." We have a lot of complaints. After conviction, we give these things very little attention. To say, I am not the body, is easy, but this should be reality. It should be at the ultimate truth level, not at the literal bookish level. Questioner, I was going to ask you about a health problem I have. Maharaj, whatever problems you may have, the Master is not here to solve them. People are expecting, oh, let's go and see the Master. He will help us. People are sometimes expecting miracles or something magical from the Master. I am not here to heal health problems, social problems, or personal problems. There are so many people worrying about the past, the future, the present. All happiness comes from not remembering the past. The past is gone. The present will go. There is no past, no present, no future. The mind and the intellect are not required for spirituality. With hand on heart, you are to accept, this is my story. Education is not an essential either. Nisargadatta Maharaj and Siddharameshwar Maharaj only reached 2nd grade at school, yet they became world famous. How did this happen? It happened spontaneously. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Amrita, you're going to sing a bhajan.
Danya ho pradakshina Sadguru Rayachi. Danya ho pradakshina Shri Guru Rayachi. Zalitvara Suruvara Vani Utra Rayachi. Danya ho pradakshina Sadguru Rayachi. Danya ho pradakshina Shri Guru Rayachi. Padopadi Garab Ля апаргуню чаши, сакалахи хатри рада лама дивняши, Дanya ho pradakshina Sadguru Rayachi. Danya ho pradakshina Shri Guru Rayachi. Koti Brahma Bhaktya Hari Kari Danta Vata. Lotangana Gali Moksha Lali Pyata. Danya ho pradakshina Sadguru Rayachi. Danya ho pradakshina Shri Guru Rayachi. Мрудангутала гола бхакта баварати гати, намасан картини тяни надина цоти, Дanya ho pradakshina Shri Guru Rayachi. Danya ho pradakshina
Nearly at the end.
Rayachi. Guru bhajan sahamira nakalgani ansi. Anubhava Jayanti Guru Bache Plishi. Danya ho pradakshina Sadguru Rayachi. Danya ho pradakshina Shri Guru Rayachi. Pradakshina Kurandeha Bahi Bahila. Shirangat Majavatala Pudi Ubarahila. Danya ho pradakshina Shri Guru Rayachi. Danya ho pradakshina Shri Guru Rayachi. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru. Luna, you're going to read.
From Who Am I, Chapter 18, No Boundaries. Your presence, like the sky, is everywhere. If you go to India, Japan, or anywhere else in the world, for that matter, your spontaneous presence will be right there with you, as you, one with you. You took yourself to be a human being in charge of your destiny. You are not that. When you take a serious look at yourself and find out that this world is projected, you will realize your presence is behind it all, behind everything. You will be given the master key, a powerful mantra, to help you turn your attention inwards and unravel the mystery. We have created the alphabet and language and have assigned meanings to all the different words. Here we are not concerned with words and their definitions, but with ultimate reality, the ultimate truth that you are, which has nothing to do with words. All this time during your search, whether you knew it or not, you were playing with words, with illusion, with names and forms, trapped in a web of your own making. Reality has nothing to do with words. Wake yourself up, discriminate, question everything. You are the ultimate reality. Whatever you go, remember, your ultimate reality. When you travel to visit some place or other, it is the body that is transported from A to B. You are not going anywhere. Know that the invisible visitor in you is the ultimate truth. You are always with you. When you know that, really know it deep down, your life will continue to unfold simply, smoothly, and stress-free. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru. Love, you're going to sing a bhajan.
Yeah. Palana tuza guruna palavita dukalahata. Palana tuza guruna halavita dukalahata. Parinida tulaye ina. Parinida tulaye ina zalalirata. Palana tuza gurunat alavita dukalahata. Palana tuza gurunat alavita dukalahata. Ata samale krupa. Ata samatale krupa. Jagana nidata varupa. Jagana nidata varupa. Tyatula manige zopa. Tyatula manige zopa gruta himata. Palana tuza gurunat. Alavita dukalahata. Palana tuza gurunat. Alavita dukalahata. Samazuni umazuni ashi. Samazuni umazuni ashi. Palana halavite pishi. Palana halavite pishi. Lagare vidakaya mazashi. Lagare vidakaya mazashi zalavhivata. Palana tuza gurunat. Alavita dukalahata. Palana tuza gurunat. Alavita dukalahata. Samapalajite vedanta. Samapalajite vedanta. Tu prema bhakti cha pranta. Tu prema bhakti cha panta. Premachi andali zizata. Premachi andali zizata. Parana sukachata. Palana tuza gurunat. Alavita dukalata. Palana tuza gurunat. Alavita dukalata. Zanuni nenane tula. Zanuni nenane tula. Hi prema kunchata mala. Hi prema kunatava mala. Umagari manoni tata. Umagano manonita tadata Palana tuza gurunat halavita dukalata Palana tuza gurunat halavita dukalata Parinida tulaye Parinida tulaye zahadirat Palana tuza gurunat halavita dukalata Palana tuza gurunat halavita dukalata Radharira Sadgunath Shri Ramakant Maharaj ki jai Radharira Sadgunath Shri Ramakant Maharaj ki jai Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Jai Guru. Okay, Angie, Matt, it's everyone to sing in turns the Arati to Nisargadatta Maharaj.
Yes. Oh, glasses. Arati avaduta, Guru Nisargadatta, Prabhuta Jnana Duta, Avatarasi Ananta, Arati avaduta, Parmesha Atmaranga, Tava Vijnana Ganga, Nashita Bhavasanga, Nityavahe Prashanta, Arati avaduta, Guru Nisargadatta, Prabhuta Nyanduta, Avatarasi Ananta, Arati avaduta, Bhaktai Minagana, Tuja Ananya Sharana, Vanditi Tava Sharana, Dukitrata Samartha, Arati avaduta, Guru Nisargadatta, Prabhuta Nyanduta, Avatarasi Ananta, Arati avaduta, Atma Vishram Dhamma, Tava Parma Mahima, Guru Dasanami Duma, Bhakta Bhagya Vidata, Arati avaduta, Guru Nisargadatta, Prabhuta Nyanduta, Avatarasi Ananta, Arati avaduta. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Dajana Duta Avatarasi Ananta Arati avaduta Parmeshatmaranga Tava Vijnana Ganga Nashita Bhavasanga Nijavahe Prashanta Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Rajana Duta Avatarasi Ananta Arati avaduta Bhaktai Minagana Tuja Ananya Sharan Panditi Tava Charana Tuchitata Samartha Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Rajana Duta Avatarasi Ananta Arati avaduta Atma Vishram Dhamma Tava Apara Mahima Guru Dasanani Tuma Tabhagya Vidhata Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Rajana Duta Avatarasi Ananta Arati avaduta Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Arati avaduta, Guru Nisargadatta, Prabhu Dayanaduta, Avatara Siyananta, Arati avaduta. Parmejatmaranga, Tavaviyana Ganga, Nashita Bhavasanga, Nityavahe Prashanta, Arati Avaduta, Guru Nisargadatta, Prabhu Dayanaduta, Avatara Siyananta, Arati Avaduta. Bhakta Eminagana, Tujananya Sharana, Vanditi Tavacharana, Tukitrata Samarta, Arati Avaduta, Guru Nisargadatta, Prabhudayana Duta, Avatara Siyananta, Arati Avaduta. Atma Vishwantama Tava Paramahima Guru Dasanami Tuma Bhakta Pagya Vidata Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Dayana Duta Avatara Siyananta Arati Avaduta. Jai Guru. Jai Guru, thank you.
आरती अवरुता गुरु निसर्गदाता प्रभुर्यजनदूता अवतरसि अनंत आरती अवरुता पारमिषादमरंगा तव विज्ञानगंगा नाशिद भवसंगा नित्यवहि प्रशंता आरती अवरुता गुरु निसर्गदाता प्रभुर्यजनदूता अवतरसि अनंत आरती अवरुता वाग्दहि मिनगना तुझ्यानन्य शरणा वंदिति तव चरणा तुझित्रात समर्था आरती अवरुता गुरु निसर्गदाता प्रभुर्यजनदूता अवतरसि अनंत आरती अवरुता आदम विषम दामा तव अपार महिमा गुरुदास नमितुमा भक्त भाग्य विधाता आरती अवरुता गुरु निसर्गदाता प्रभु ज्ञानदूता अवतरसि अनंत आरती अवरुता जय गुरु.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Arati avaduta, Guru Nisargadatta, Prabhu Danyanaduta, Avatarasi Ananta, Arati avaduta, Parmesha Atmaranga, Tava Vijnana Ganga, Nashita Bhavasanga, Nityavahe Prashanta, Arati avaduta, Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Danyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Bhakta Himinagana Tuja Anyanya Sharana Vanditi Tavacharana Tuchitrata Samarta Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Danyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Atma Vishramadama Tava Aparamahima Guru Dasa Namituma Bhakta Bhagya Vidata Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Danyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Dagyana Duta Avatarasiananda Arati avaduta Pamesha Atmaranga Tava Vigyana Ganga Nashita Bhava Sangha Nitravahe Prashanta Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Dagyana Duta Avatarasiananda Arati avaduta Bhakta Heminagana Tuja Ananya Sharana Venditi Tava Charana Tuji Dvarta Samartha Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Dagyana Duta Avatarasiananda Arati avaduta Atma Vishramadama Tava Aparamahima Guru Dasana Mituma Bhakta Bhagya Vidata Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Dagyana Duta Avatarasiananda Arati avaduta Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Dagnana Duta Avatarasiananta Arati avaduta Parmeshatmaranga Tava Vijnana Ganga Nashita Babasanga Nityavahe Prashanta Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Dagnana Duta Avatarasiananta Arati avaduta Bhakta Himinagana Tuja Jnana Sharana Vanditi Tava Charana Tuchitrata Samartha Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Dharnyana Duta Avatarasiananta Arati avaduta Atma Vishramadama Tava Paramahima Guru Dasanami Tuma Bhakti Bhagya Vidata Arati avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhu Dagnana Duta Avatarasiananta Arati avaduta Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Arati avatuta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhudanyana Duta Avatarasiananta Arati avatuta Parmeshatmaranga Tava Vijnana Ganga Nashita Bhavasanga Nityavae Prashanta Arati avatuta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhudanyana Duta Avatarasiananta Arati avatuta Bhakta Himinagana Tuyananya Sharana Banditi Tava Charana Tuchitrata Samartha Arati avatuta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhudanyana Duta Avatarasiananta Arati avatuta Atma Vishramadama Tava Paramahima Guru Dashnami Tuma Bhakta Vagya Vidata Arati Avatuta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodhanyana Duta Avatarasyananta Arati Avatuta. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
Arati Guru Nisargadatta Prabhutagnaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Paramesha Atmaranga Tova Venga Ganga Nashita Bhavasanga Nityavahi Pranshata Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodhagnaduta Avatarasyananta Arati Avaduta Bhaktahemi Nagana Tudзанanya Черна Ванидитита в чорні Тучитрата Самарта Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodhagnaduta Avatarasyananta Arati Avaduta Atma Vishramadama Tava Prahamahna Guru Dasnomituma Bhukta Bhakyavdata Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodhagnaduta Avatarasyananta Arati Avaduta. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you.
It's rough.
Who's next?
I thought it was rough.
Yes. Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhudanyana Duta Avatarasyananta Arati Avaduta Parmesha Atmaranga Tava Vijnana Ganga Nashita Bhava Sangha Natyavai Prashanta Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhuddhanyana Duta Avatarasyananta Arati Avaduta Bhakta Nagana Tuja Nanya Sharana Vanditi tava charana, tucitata samarta, arati avaduta, guru nisargadatta, prabudanyana duta, avatarasyananta, arati avaduta, atma vishramadama, Tava Paramahima Guru Dasanama Namituma Bhakta Bhagya Vidatta Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhuddhanyana Duta Avatarasyananta Arati Avaduta. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, thank you. I think it was Guillaume.
Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodhanyana Duta Avatarasyananta Arati Avaduta Parmeshatmaranga Tava Vijnana Ganga Nashita Bhava Sangha Nityavai Prashanta Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodhanyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Bhakta Eminaganam Tujatnanya Charana Vanditi Tava Charana Tuchitata Samata Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodhanyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Atma Vishramadama Tava Paramaima Guru Dasanamitu Bhakta Bhagya Vidata Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodhanyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Digo.
Very great, thank you. Oscar.
Oh, yeah. Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodha Gyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Parmesha Padmaranga Tava Vigyana Ganga Nashita Bhavasanga Nitya Vahe Prashanta Arati Avaduta Bhaktahe Minagana Tuja Ananya Sharana Vanditi Tava Charana Tu Chitrata Samarta Arati Avaduta Atma Vishramadhama Tava Paramahima Guru Dasanamitumha Bhaktavagya Vidata Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodha Gyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta. Jai Maharaj.
Very great, thank you. Mirelia. Is Mirelia there? I saw her a minute ago, disappeared. No. Bertley.
Arati Avaruta Guru Nisargadatta Prabha Udayana Duta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaruta Parmeshadmaranga Tava Vinyana Ganga Nashita Bhava Sangha Nite Pahe Prashata Arati Avaruta Guru Nisargadatta Prabha Udayana Duta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaruta Bhakta Hemina Gana Tava Vinyana Ganga Nashita Bhava Sangha Nite Pahe Prashata Arati Avaruta Guru Nisargadatta Prabha Udayana Duta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaruta Atma Vishramadama Tava Vinyana Ganga Nashita Bhava Sangha Nite Pahe Prashata Arati Avaruta Guru Nisargadatta Prabha Udayana Duta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaruta. Jai Guru.
Very great, thank you. Mark.
Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodhanyanta Tuta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Parmesha Atmaranga Tava Vijana Ganga Nashita Barasanga Nityavahe Prashanta Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhuda Nyantota Avatarasi Anant Arati Avaduta Bhakta He Mangana Tuja Anyana Sharana Vanditi Tavata Charna Tuti Trata Samarta Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhuda Jantan Tuta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Atma Vishrama Dhamma Tava Apar Mahima Guru Dasanami Tumha Bhakta Bhagya Vidata Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhuda Jantuta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta.
Very good, thank you. Mirelia. She's there, but Mirelia, yeah.
Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhunyanaduta Avatarasya Nanta Aranga Tava Vijnana Ganga Nashita Bhavasanga Nityasvaye Prashanta Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhunya Duita Avatarasyananta Arati Avaduta Bhaktaina Manga Tusha Anyana Sharana Andititavacha Tuchitrata Samartha Sargadata Arati Avaduta Atma Visma Dama Tava Paramanima Guru Dasad Namituma Bhakavaita Vidata Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabodhyananduita Avatarasyananta Arati Avaduta.
Jai Guru, thank you. Kin, do you want to sing?
Yes, thank you. Arati Avadutam Guru Nisargadatta Prabhuddhanyanadutam Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avadutam Parmeshat Maranga Tava Vinyana Ganga Nashita Bhavasanga Nityavahe Prashanta Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhuddhanyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Bhakta Minagana Tuzananya Sharana Vanditi Tava Charana Tusitrata Samartha Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhuddhanyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta Atma Vishramadama Tava Apara Mahima Guru Dasana Mituma Bhakta Bhagya Vidata Arati Avaduta Guru Nisargadatta Prabhuddhanyanaduta Avatarasi Ananta Arati Avaduta. Jai
Jai
Guru.
Guru, thank you.